Hello students, good evening. This is the video on confidence building. So let us read together and then we will find that what are the ways to build your confidence. So first of all, to build your confidence and become a natural at Extempore, you need to bridge the gap between daily preparation and on the spot execution. So first of all, daily preparation is something else, but yes, you need to bridge the gap between daily preparation and on the spot execution. So here are some tips. Number one, build a mental repository of knowledge. Right? How? You cannot speak on a topic if you have no information about it. So what is important? Information, and information cannot be gathered overnight, right? So what they are suggesting that you start reading the newspaper daily. Believe me, if you start reading newspaper daily, then your personality will be something else, right? So uh, newspaper reading change your mindset and your personality. But don't just read the headlines. However, I suggest that you can start your newspaper reading through headlines only. Start just headlines, and suppose you like sports, or some sports news or something. But okay, you don't just read the headlines, focus on the editorial. That's the next step. So here I am telling you that opinion section editorial can be read after 15 days or 1 month, but in the beginning you can start with headlines only. You can start with advertisement, right? And then gradually when you read headlines, major stories, right, and you will find that you are getting connected with news bulletins also, and then it's a very natural process. Then gradually you will improve your general knowledge, and that will give you lot of confidence, right? But then yes, after some time, when you are comfortable with news headlines, then you should focus on the editorial and opinion sections, है ना? Editorial or opinion sections means that's actually editorial is the passage where author writes with pros and cons. So then when you start editorial, my god, you can change, you can your knowledge will be like anything, right? So that's a very 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 good practice. Well, when you read, try to summarize the article in one sentence. So any article, when you read any article, so try to conclude it. Okay, so author is trying to convey this message. Because when we explain something, so we give different references, examples, right? So that overall, whatever the references, examples, stories are shared, and facts, figures, whatever, then you have to conclude everything, how, why this fact or figure, survey was discussed, and finally what the conclusion. So this way you will improve your, first of all, build your mental repository of knowledge. So your knowledge is power, right? So that mentally, that there will be lot of things in your mind which is called upper stall, or which is called brain, which is called storehouse. So there are uh, if your storehouse, if the mind is filled with information, definitely your confidence will be like anything. So when you read, try to summarize the article in one sentence, which is very important, right? So when you do practice, you will be able to do it. Now this builds your ability to synthesize information quickly, right? And which is exactly what you need during an extempore. So extempore, the moment you will be given topic, and then your mind will apply number of things like which is already stored in your mind, so you will be able to connect it. Now you will naturally start collecting facts, statistics, and stories that you can pull from your memory during a speech. And that is why they have used this word repository. Repository is, that is, PDF, you can say, or your knowledge, stored knowledge, right? So that stored knowledge is in your mind, and the moment you will be told to speak something, speak on that particular topic, so that you can take number of facts, figures, examples from that store, right? Storehouse or repository. Now, number two is practice the 1 minute drill. That is very important. At home, pick a random object or common concept example, the importance of rain, why I like my desk, or technology in education. Any topic you can take, and then do practice, right? Set a timer for 1 minute and force yourself, right? That is important. And force yourself to speak about the topic without stopping, right? Continuously you have to speak. At home, this practice should be done. Do not worry about mistakes, right? Continuity is very important, right? And fluency is important. So the goal is to train your brain to form coherent thoughts under time pressure. So then the same pressure you will feel that within stipulated time you have to speak. So the how beautifully you can speak, you can deal with the topic. So that practice makes you perfect. Now the more you do this, the less blanking out you will experience when the stakes are high. Practice, right? So the more you do this practice, the less blanking out you will experience when the stakes are high, right? So practice of 1 minute drill at home. Number 3, master the art of the transition. What is this? When you are speaking and you feel like you are running out of content, use transition phrases to buy yourself time and add depth. Use phrases like moving forward that point. These phrases are very useful when you are not getting point or you are not able to connect. So use these phrases. Moving from that point. Another important perspective is this way. These small phrases you can use, and you will find that automatically number of thoughts are generated in your mind. Or on the flip side, these are the idioms you can use, phrases you can use. On the flip side, we must also consider this way, or these phrases act as connectors that make your speech sound polished and well structured, even if you are thinking on your feet, right? So that's a small phrases you should keep in mind. You should remember some small phrases like yesterday I was teaching someone, one of my student. So I was we were discussing about idioms and phrases also, so that is why I'm discussing here. So I told her that's a common idioms, for example, between the lines, sigh of relief. Yesterday actually we were discussing. So these small things are very useful when you speak something, and then so if you use these phrases, so that you can move with your points, right? So that's a very good practice. Then number four is, that is, cultivate a solution oriented mindset. See, you must have noticed that sometimes students are given topic and they just talk about politician, they just make complaint that suppose this time due to El Nino effect, that it is prediction that rain will be less, right? So for example, how to save the water, for example, if you are speaking on it, so that you are making complaint that government does not do anything for us, and then we are facing water crisis, and then yeah, the last time that issue polluted water, so many are died in Indore, so these should not be done. But these all are the problems. So but we, our mindset is solution. So cultivate a solution oriented mindset. That's okay. Problem you have kept, you have discussed the problem, but what's the suggestion from your side, what's the solution from your side, which is very important in extempore also, right? So now in many extempore rounds, people talk only about problems, and this is a very important point actually. And you can stand out by focusing on solutions, but yeah, you should give solution also. Whenever you get a topic, try to frame your speech as this is the current situation, right? This is the current situation, these are the challenges according to topic, and here is how we can move forward, right? So that is a solution oriented mindset, very important. Keeps your speech positive, logical, and engaging for the listeners, very important. So this is also very important that we should be solution oriented. Now next one is, last one is, that's a record and review yourself, very important. If you really want to gain confidence, so record your voice and review yourself. This is the most effective way to improve. Use your phone to record your speaking, right? So please record your speaking on a random topic for 2 minutes, right? And then listen to the recording, and then you just listen. I do this practice, even sometime for हिंदी समीक्षा, मुझे कभी किसी बुक की समीक्षा करनी है तो भी मैं इतना ही टाइम लेती हूँ. आई रिकॉर्ड माई वॉइस, कुछ कंपेयरिंग करना है, कुछ भी, वट एवर, दिस इज़ माई प्रैक्टिस. आई डू रिकॉर्ड माई वॉइस एंड लिसन. सो द सेम प्रैक्टिस यू कैन डू एट होम, right? And then finally, when you listen, so did you use too many so if you use, so then do you sound monotonous? So please note that fillers, kind of sounds sometime we use, but we can't notice. But when we listen ourselves, then we find, oh my god, we speak this way. So you can remove your mistakes, right? Then do you sound monotonous? So when you speak that your speech, listen objectively, and you will find that it's very monotonous. There is no interesting examples, there is no voice modulation or something. So improve it. Now did you lose your point, and then you said, oh my god, I forgot a very important point. I could have spoken I could have mentioned this important point, something. So that's a practice again and again. By listening to yourself, you become your own best critic, right? And that's a very good thing, that when we are critic of ourselves, right, so then we can rectify easily. So you will notice exactly where you stutter, right, and then where you stutter or lose flow, right? So that is important, right, where you lose your flow, right? So this is important, and you can correct these habits before you ever step onto stage. So by these practice, like repeating the main heading, main points, build a mental repository of knowledge, newspaper reading, right? Don't waste your time on social media reels, and don't waste your precious time, your precious energy. So then reading newspaper articles, yes, you can use your phone, your phone for story listening, storytelling, record your voice or something. So this way you will improve your knowledge, and knowledge is power. So first foremost condition is mental repository, means in your mind or store number of facts, figures, data, research must be stored in your mind, and there must be clarity. So that's the first point. So you will be in very good situation. Number two, practice the 1 minute drill. Sometimes we have good knowledge but we are not able to deliver. So how to deliver? So then you can do practice of 1 minute drill. Number three, master the art of transition. Then you should be the an artist, right? And you should have mastery to transit your feelings and all, so that how you can become, suppose we are human being, all of a sudden sometimes thoughts do not come. So what you can do, you can just take your time and try to, and bridging the gap, you must remember common phrases and idioms, so then you can use that moving forward that point, right? Another depth, another important perspective is something this way. So that's a very helpful, useful part when you use phrases, right? And then number four, cultivate a solution oriented mindset, so that you should cultivate, your mind must be cultivated with what I can say, solution oriented. The problem don't just become a complaining box, but come with solution, right? And finally, record and review yourself. So we should, the more you record your voice, the better you will be, right? You will spoke. So try to record your voice and rectify your mistakes by your own. So these are the five the steps you can take, and you can, this way you can improve your confidence during interview or extempore, or that is very important, self confidence. So these are the just 5 tips. So thank you so much, god bless you. Yes, I sorry. I would like to listen to you. So please give your feedbacks and suggestions also, and write me in comment box. Otherwise, you can note down my number, and you can and you're free. Feel free to discuss anything with me. But yes, if I don't pick up the call, so you just do one thing. You leave your comment, and you can WhatsApp me on this number 942534952 right? So thank you so much, god bless you.